swarming the drop-off area, like where you're supposed to drop off the ransom. Hello. Like, what the? On July 10th, 6 days after the kidnapping, the kidnapper called the Weinberger home 2 separate times with additional instructions on where to take the money. He didn't show up at either location. At the second drop site, police searched a blue cloth bag found alongside a curb. Inside the bag was a handwritten note, apparently from the kidnapper, telling the parents where to find the baby if everything goes smooth. The note was examined by experts who agreed that the original ransom note and the second note were written by the same person. On July 11th, after the required 7-day waiting period, the FBI entered the case. Its first step was establish a temporary headquarters for its employees from the New York field office, agent and support in Manila, Long Island. The temporary headquarters, which operated 24 hours a day, was under the personal direction of the special agent in charge of the New York field office. The only evidence officials had up until then were the ransom notes. Handwriting experts from the FBI laboratory in Washington, D.C. traveled to New York and gave special agents a crash course in handwriting analysis. These newly trained investigators began the task of examining the huge volume of handwriting specimens maintained by the New York State Motor Vehicle Bureau, federal and state probation offices, schools, aircraft plants, and various municipalities. I don't know what that word is. After examining and eliminating almost 2 million samples, the search ended on August 22nd, 1956. An agent at the U.S. Probation Office in Brooklyn noted a similarity between the ransom notes and writing in the probation file of one Angelo Lamarca. Lamarca had been arrested by the Treasury Department for bootlegging. As investigators soon learned, Lamarca was a taxi dispatcher and truck driver who lived with his wife and 2 children in Plainview, New York. He lived in a house he couldn't afford, had many unpaid bills, and was being threatened by a loan shark. On July 4th, 1956, he had found himself driving around Westbury, 7 miles away, trying to figure out how to get the money he needed. When he happened on the Weinberger house, Mrs. Weinberger was leaving her son in the baby carriage to go into her house. On impulse, Lamarca scribbled a ransom note in his truck, snatched Peter, and drove off. On August 23rd, 1956, Lamarca was arrested at his home by FBI agents and Nassau County Police. Although he first denied any involvement in the kidnapping of Peter Weinberger, he confessed when confronted with the handwriting comparisons. Lamarca told investigators he went to the first drop site the day after the kidnapping with the baby in his car, but he was scared away by all of the press and police in the area. He drove away, abandoned the baby alive in some heavy brush just off a highway exit, and went home. A search of the area by FBI agents and Nassau County Police ensued. An FBI agent spotted a diaper pin, then the decomposed remains